What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today, the Retro Cup has arrived in the Go Bad League, and with it comes a meta where Darks, Steels, and Fairies are all banned in the Great League. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be very happy to deal with a full week of GBL without having to deal with Wigglytuff or Shadow Caesar or any of those really annoying Pokemon that are banned now from this meta. But I mean, speaking of annoying Pokemon, I'm gonna use one myself today. It's a Pokemon that I think a lot of the time people do forget about when these limited metas come by, and that is Shadow Annihilape. With the Charm users out of the way, there's really only the Ghosts to hold this Pokemon back, and because Furret is everywhere in this meta, not only are Ghosts going to be less common, but Annihilape has a lot of targets. Really quickly, before we get into the battles, I want to say if you're not currently subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It helps out quite a bit, and I'd really appreciate it. But let's get into the battles and see what this team can do. Alright, we got a match. Annihilape into Primeape. Okay, well, that's a pretty good lead. I can just punch through this Pokemon. My Furret gets to avoid this as well. And I wouldn't really be surprised if they have, like, their own Furret in the back. Oh, man. I just got duped here. I saw Mono Bug. I don't really know what I thought that was, but turns out it's Spidops. That's fine, that's fine. Because we survive a... Oh, they lunge? Why? They have Rock Tomb and they went for a lunge against us? That's insane. I should have definitely come in for it, though. I will admit, bit of a misplay not to do that, but it looks like this matchup's honestly not that bad for a Araquanid. Because I think I survive a Rock Tomb here still, after them going for the lunge instead. So I should be able to win the zeros. They do Rock Tomb us, and that does a sizable amount of damage, but that's fine. I can go for the Bubble Beam now. And, I mean, they could attempt a farm down with their Primeape, and that, you know, it could lead to some scary outcomes this game. Oh, they shield that? Wow. Dude, I mean, Primeape's not that good. Primeape is not that good of a Pokemon, right? Like, it's gonna take a lot of damage from my Furret. But we'll see, I guess. Do they want to shield a Swift or not? They probably don't, right? So, this is gonna put them pretty low here. And I can bring in my Annihilape. I might get countered by a Ghost-type Pokemon, but it's not like I'm in an unplayable spot there. Okay, it's not a Ghost-type. It's actually a Rangaroo in the back, which I still feel like is playable. Because I landed that counter against that Primeape, right? Yeah, that's decent damage at least. Dream. They throw energy here? Well, isn't that good for me? Oh, I also survived that, so yeah, it definitely is. Wait, now I just get a Rage Fist off? Why did they do that? Why did they do that? I'm a little bit confused. They have to shield this now. And then they just lose. Yeah, I mean, if you know shield as well, I just farm them down now. I'll take it. I mean, I'm fine with them doing that. I'm very fine with it. They'll go for the Rage Fist here. You know, if I would have come in for it into Spidops, I would have RPS'd the heck out of this guy. It would have been a Araquanid into a Rangaroo, but I guess it worked out the way we played it. Alright, next opponent. Annihilape into... Annihilape, okay, well, I guess this is kind of where I need to see it. If I win CMP, this is remarkably good for me. If I don't, then it does get a little bit awkward, but I think in the two-shield matchup with Shadow into Shadow Annihilape, our fast move pressure, it's going to add up too much. It's going to just, in general, neutralize each other. So, it comes down to the backlines. Yeah, we do lose CMP, which is not great, but the best thing about this is, if I, you know, I could try to go for like a crazy catch if I want to on my Furret, which I don't know if that's a good play, but like, I could always try to catch the third move on my Furret, and that would be kind of funny. But even these resisted counters are doing quite a bit. Okay, it's looking like they might have an Annihilape that is actually specifically designed to win CMP here. Because take a look at how much more HP I have than they do. They must be running an attack-weighted Annihilape here, which I've seen a lot of people in the past run that. It makes sense, but it's also like a big investment here to do that. Okay, we get a shield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This might be a really bad play. Because now I'm going to take +3 counters on my Furret, but I do save a Rage Fist in the backline on my Shadow Annihilape, which could be good for us. Honestly, I don't hate this play. Sure, I lost 90% of my Furret here, but Annihilape is gone. I bait out their own Furret. And I can go for a Brick Break here, which honestly, I feel like this isn't bad. My Araquanid even can come in, absorb the energy, so I can save the Rage Fist for the final Pokemon. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm in that bad of a spot right now. But if they do have an answer to Araquanid, then I'll look a little bit silly. They throw immediately here, but I get a couple of bug bites through it. It looks like they were waiting to see what was going to come in. Trailblaze? Okay, so they're dry now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, what's in the back? I take a boosted Swift, and that will hurt, but I can get to an Ice Punch if I need to. I have a Rachis in the back line. I can get to a move here as well. 3. Okay, well, as we all expected, it's a Kecleon in the back. I think we were all kind of expecting the Kecleon. I think I'm fine. I think I just Bug Bite through everything if I don't counter this down. Ice Punch obviously is, it's not super effective, but it will do quite a bit. Yeah, so we counter this down. Their Furt's pretty low too. Okay, I guess catching the Rage Fist was not that stupid on my Furt. Let's go. Alright, next game. Annihilape into Spidops. Alright, well, they're likely on Shadow Claw here, right? Yeah, let's swap. They could go for a lunge before swapping out, but no, they do just instantly come in here with a Primeape of all things. And so Primeape, well, this is not a great matchup. I feel like it could still be playable, because they have to go for close combat to knock us out. So if I shield this up, that might not be the worst thing to do. If they do go for a crazy play here and Rage Fist, that's not great. But shielding that close combat's really nice. There's a chance I could flip Switch. I don't know, though, if I really want to go for that. Right now, they're at 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I'm going to shield this. I don't love doing this play, but the thing is, I think I kind of have to, because they get a... They would have got... Wait, that wouldn't have knocked me out. Why did they Rage Fist? They would have got a Rage Fist into my Annihilape anyway. Like, so I might as well just win Switch this game, I think. Oh, wow. That's what's in the back? Well, what do I do? I think I just come in Annihilape here, honestly, because I'm so good in this Pokemon. And honestly, Annihilape is deviously good into Spidops, because what charge attack pressure are they about to throw? Lunge? Rock Tomb? I don't know, it's not going to do anything. And they no-shield that, which is beautiful. If I can reach another Rage Fist here especially, this game should be in the bag. They do Rock Tomb. I should reach the move? I don't, actually. Never mind. Alright. Well, it's going to come down to the Bug Bites, farming this down before I take a Rock Tomb. If I take a lunge, that's fine. But since I did throw a Rock Tomb already, I think they're going to be dry here. They're not going to reach a move. And then it's just Dewgong into freaking Araquanid. And if you don't know, that's one of the most miserable matchups in the game, because this Pokemon resists everything Dewgong can throw. So I'm just going to Bubble Beam here. There's no reason not to. There's just no reason not to. If they can debuff me, I can debuff them. Maybe we'll take this to a timeout. Big damage. I mean, I think their best win condition here is at this point, hoping that they can put me into a range where Rock Tomb knocks me out. But, I mean, a Rockwind is bulky. It's a non-stab Rock Tomb, right? So, even if they can somehow do that, like, it's not going to be enough. I don't think it's going to be enough, because I double debuff them. They shield a Bubble Beam on a Dewgong. That's maybe the most pitiful thing I've ever seen. I wonder how much damage that would have done. Let's go, Araquanid. Let's go. People forget about this Spider-Man, but I'm telling you, it's pretty good. Alright, next game. We'll see Annihilape into Talonflame. Alright. That's a little bit of a core breaker for the team, I'm not gonna lie. But we can swap out here to Furret. We can hope they don't have a hard counter to us, which maybe they do, maybe they don't. Looks like they don't. So we'll go for the Swift here. And by going for a Swift before they can swap out, this guarantees that either I get a shield or I put them into a much more manageable farm down range for my other Pokemon. And we actually do get a shield, that's fine by me. Not the best timing by them. They throw immediately, likely because they're going to go either for a Brave Bird or a Flame Charge. Fly is like the one move I would never expect to see here. Yeah, they do Flame Charge. And we see a Furret come in. 6. Alright. So they Flame Charge and dipped. That's an insane play, but I guess that's the play they went for. I'll no-shield this. We'll see what they throw. I mean, at this point, I have chipped down their Talonflame quite a bit. Oh, honestly, they Brick Break, and that's amazing too, because now I know I wall their energy here if they reach a move on Annihilape, and honestly, I don't think they will. No, I just get a full farm down, and I just outpace the Talonflame to a Rage Fist here too. I don't know why they went for a Flame Charge earlier. They should have gone for a Fly if they were just going to swap out, in my opinion, but... Alright, Rage Fist doesn't knock out here. I think their best bet is probably no-shielding this, but if they do that, then I just shield and counter them all the way down here. And if they shield that, then, I mean, I definitely just shield and go for another Rage Fist. That's going to give me a double boosted Annihilape into the backline, which is hopefully usable. Worst case scenario is a Ghost type in the back could be maybe a little bit bad. They Flame Charge, so their damage will do a bit more to us now, but I can go for 4 counters and not take that final Incinerate. I am only 5 counters away from a Rage Fist right now, so as long as the final Pokemon isn't going to farm us down before I get there, I'm going to get a +2 Rage Fist off. Oh my goodness, I'm going to farm them down before I get there. Alright. Okay. That was an Aurorus. Alright, next game. Annihilape into Swampert. Okay, well, this is actually my worst matchup into this, which is kind of crazy to say. I wouldn't mind if they swap out at some point, but I can just 2-shield through this as well. So it's honestly not that bad. But my Araquanid would be so happy to be here. I guess honestly my Furret's my worst matchup into this. I'm not on Trailblaze, right? So, yeah. Well, Rage Fist here. They might swap now because they did get a shield advantage, and they can save a little bit of their Swampert. Maybe swap into a counter my Annihilape and make me, clear my boost. But no, they actually just stay in here. And, I mean, I don't see a lot of Pokemon in the game right now that really want to start taking my Rage Fists. If they have a Ghost type in the backline, Furret's going to be more than happy to just come in there and absorb the energy. If it's a Skeleturge, then I might as well just throw a Rage Fist too, right? If they shield this up, I get to a 3rd Rage Fist before they get a move. If they no-shield, I just Sucker Punch down. But I mean, I actually just counter down? Not well, so we'll still snap him down here. I have a lot of energy left over on my Annihilape here, and we see a Shadow Typhlosion come in. This should be game over. They need to throw a Blast Burn immediately, and then they have no energy whatsoever for my Annihilape, so we don't even need our Araquanid, which I guess is good, because in the backline here, it did not have much play. Yeah, they throw instantly, which is a very smart play. I think their best chance of having any play, like if they undercharge and catch, and I don't know. They think there's a chance. Yeah, I mean, it's not like a Araquanid even gets one-shot by a Blast Burn, so we had that one in the bag. That is a 5-0 set with this team. Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, maybe this team's just kind of good. I think I like this meta. 30-29. Oh no. There goes our Q times. Next opponent. Annihilape into Ampharos. Okay. Well, I would imagine the D-Gen Pokemon Annihilape probably just farms through this in the 2s, but we'll see what they're going to do here. Because Volt Switch is actually not that bad of a move. And they obviously can go for Trailblaze here to boost their attack stat as well. I'll shield this up. They do Trailblaze, which makes a lot of sense. They are now 2 away from reaching a Brutal Swing, which I would imagine they will throw right when they get it. I could try to catch a Brutal Swing here, but I don't know if that's worth it. When I can just shield this up, come out with a boosted Rage Fist or Ice Punch into the backline, there's not a lot of Pokemon that really want to take this energy, I don't think. But we'll see what they have. Okay, I mean, Furret comes in. I have a boosted Ice Punch ready to go. And that Ampharos at this point is so low. We get a shield here? We do. I'll just come in Furret, because I can Brick Break this. They throw after 6, so if they do have Brick Break themselves, this could be a bit more damage here than I would like. Just a Swift. So they're at 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll Brick Break now. I hope this knocks out, but there is a chance they survive this. Brick Break is not the strongest move in the game. Let's see. It does knock out. That's amazing, actually. And we'll see what's in the backline. As long as my Araquanid or my Furret have play into it, we should be good. And if it's like an Oranguru, then it's even better, because then both have play into it. Oh, well, that's just amazing. Let's just tap our screen. Haha! Alright. Alright, I'd love to see that. Alright, we got Maxi. Oh my goodness. Annihilape into the Regidrago. Okay, I think Maxi is running that classic Furret Grumpig team, right? I think that's the team that we're going to see here. And if that's the case, then Araquanid is going to have a fun time, hopefully, in this game. Let's see, we go for the instant Rage Fist, likely a no-shield coming through him. Yeah. I'm going to shield this. If he swaps into a Grumpig here, then I have my funny guy that I can bring in. If he stays in, I get a big farm down here. Vice Grip Bait is diabolical. Yeah, there's the Grumpig. Bug Bites here are going to shred. And then in the backline, I have my own Furret, as well as my Annihilape still. I think it's a Furret in the backline. I'm almost certain it is. Big Shadow Ball. I mean, that will two-shot us, right? But he has to use his shield here in order to knock us out. And I feel like using his shield at this point is not the best play, because my fast move pressure is still going to put them just into farm down range for my own Furret. But I think he does have to shield this and save the Grumpig. That's his real chance of winning this game. Grumpig needs to live. So I guess knowing that, maybe I should have bubble beamed, but I don't really think it matters. I think either way, I would have been knocked out here pretty much by the Shadow Ball. Okay, yeah. It is, in fact, the Furret in the backline. 6. And I don't get one-shot here by a Dragon Energy on my own Furret, so I should be fine. I go for the Rage Fist, which is not going to do anything, but what it is going to do is it's just going to make it here, so I'm going to be so annoying. I'm going to shield this up. I'm going to start countering as much as I can. Trailblaze will ramp up their damage too, which is a little bit sad, because now I might just be in range where a Psywave knocks me out. Right now, Maxi's win con is he needs to get a dynamic punch here. I don't think that's going to happen. No, not even close. Now I just farm down the Regidrago. We go for the Brick Break just for good measure. Degen as much as we can. Fast move pressure is the name of the game, I guess, in this meta. Big Brick Break, big shield. I mean, Dragon Energy here, it'd do like half my HP. Definitely not enough there, so he realizes that. We get the win. Oh my goodness, man. Alright, next game. Annihilape into Jumpluff. Ugh, okay. Well, that is a team breaker. I'm getting a taste of my own medicine here. I kind of deserve this after running Annihilape all day. This is fine. This is fine. I don't know. We'll see what they do. They do Aerial Ace immediately. I wonder if they're going to swap into a Furret now. Shocking. Shocking behavior by the opponent. But with my energy lead and the fact that I'm on Brick Break, I think I might be able to get a shield advantage here. And that could be helpful. Or maybe switch. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man, maybe they survive this though. Let's hope they don't. Let's hope, or maybe I don't survive. This is what I'm poorly trying to say. Alright. I'd be fine with a shield here. I'd be fine here with a knockout. I don't know which I'd prefer. Honestly, probably a shield is better. Because now I can, like, Ice Punch the Jumpluff. And, I mean, that's not going to be anything. We can no-shield this. Yeah, just a Swift. It is more chip damage than I would have liked to take here, but that's fine. What's in the back? Please tell me it's very winnable. They do bring in the Jumpluff here again. And, unfortunately for them, they experience a one-turn lag. But I've been experiencing those all week. Savage Annihilate Action is not going to give you the turn back. I'm just going to Ice Punch here. They let that go. That is massive. I think I just one-shield farm down. They're at 7, so 2 right now. If 3 more counters don't knock out, I CMP the Rage Fist. Annihilape. Oh my goodness! Okay, how did we beat the Jumpluff lead? That should not be happening. Okay, dude, let's go. Oh, we got our next match here. Okay. Annihilape into Furret. Beautiful lead matchup. Let's see what they swap to. I would imagine they can't stay in here. Okay, Grumpig comes in. This is where the spider is the best Pokemon in the game. So we have access here, not only to Bug Bite damage, but we also have access to debuffing moves if we want to throw those. But I don't think we're going to go for that. I think the better play is probably just go for a Water Pulse here. Guarantee a shield or a knockout. And if we get a knockout here, then that's good. If they shield, I'll match the shield and farm him down. We do get a shield. All right. Still shield up ourselves now. A Bubble Beam bait would have been nasty here this game, but I don't feel like that would have been worth it. I wonder if the final Pokemon is an Oranguru. I could see that very much so being the case. It feels like this is like a bait-out attempt here, but it could also be like a Regidrago or something. I'm going to go for a debuff, because while this isn't going to do a lot of damage, what this should allow me to do here is either get to another move, or force energy out of this Furret pretty quickly. And a debuffed move is not going to do much into my Annihilape anyway. Yeah. Now, while they might have... I think they're at 9, so almost back-to-back Swifts. It's not going to be that impactful here this game. Big damage. 10. Okay, so we keep Switch. Oh, nice. RPS, baby. Let's go. See? That's all you need. All you need in this meta is 2 answers to Psychic types and you win. Araquanid is just so strong into Grumpig. And for it, I mean, it's good enough here too. Furret's actually not as good in this matchup as you might expect it to be. But, like, that doesn't mean it's bad. It just means, like, you have to match shields and throw your energy. Hey, Brutal Swing, that's insane. I don't know why you do that. Because now you don't ramp yourself up. Nice. Alright, Big Swift. Alright. And we just Sucker Punch and counter down. Alright, dude, this team's insane. Alright, final game of the set. What can we do? Annihilape into Jumpluff. Alright, well, we did beat one of these earlier. I'm gonna be honest, not the best Pokemon to see, though. So, we'll see what we can do here. We save swap our Furret, and right now they are staying in, which is pretty nice. Building up so much energy here. I'm just gonna go for a Swift, I guess. Any sort of damage I can get off into them is probably helpful. And they're likely gonna throw a charge attack into us anyway. 10? Okay. So is this an Acrobatics or an Aerial Ace coming through? Let's see. Acrobatics. So they're at 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're at their next Acrobatics now. But this Swift here is gonna at least do some damage. Not a lot, but like a little. Aerial Ace probably knocks us out here. I'm going to shield at least once in this matchup, because my Sucker Punch damage will add up quite a bit, and I don't have a great way to finish this off anyway. Alright, Big Swift. If we get a shield here, that's probably good for me. Oh man, I don't know what's in the back, though. Do I shield this? I feel like I do. I feel like I have to. Get some shields down this game, and the Sucker Punch damage here is going to do a lot. Alright, we'll go for the Brick Break, just in case they do let this go, to give myself an easier farm down. They shield this. They don't. Okay, we win Switch. Is that helpful? Well, it's probably good to win Switch against this thing. We're at 5. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, okay. This is gonna be a weird game, because I don't know what's in the backline. I think a Furret is pretty likely. I'm just gonna Bubble Beam here, though. I want the damage that I can get, and I want the debuff. Let's see what they do. They probably have to no-shield this, right? Yep. They probably swap. Oh, no! It's an Annihilape in the backline. That is not ideal. That is not ideal at all. This thing probably sweeps us now, then. Because they just no-shield this. Ah! That's so close here. So close to having a chance. My Araquanid was so good this game in the back line. They have back-to-back moves right now. And I'm in Dynamic Punch range on my Araquanid, or at least I will be soon. Ah, they had a plan against Annihilape in the backline. They did not need Switch. If I would have maybe not used my second shield on my on that other matchup, maybe I would have been in a better spot this game. Maybe if I would have not Bubble Beam 2, that could be better, but I think I needed the debuff, like, no matter what, to survive the move from Grumpig at that point. It was close. Nearly got the 10-0 finish on the day. But, you know, the 9-1 finish also isn't bad. Alright, we get knocked out here. Let's cash in this set. See what that gets us up to. Oh, man. That was a tough team. One of the more tough teams I think this team could face. That's a 4-1 set. We're already at a season high. What does this get us up to? Shield on, I swear, don't do that. We're at 30-63. Alright. Yeah, so Shadow Annihilape was by far the right meta call today. It's a Pokemon that does have some polarizing matchups still in this meta, but without Wigglytuff on every team, it makes it so much more nice to use a team like this. And Shadow Annihilape, if you're not in a bad spot, you can just 2 shields ramp up, and almost nothing can stop it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.